was a good day out yesterday. Just took my 3.5 metre poly boat out into the middle of Moreton Bay. So just started off the morning in the Bribie Passage, just working the deep ledges, just with a little prawn lure, just for some snapper. I only managed one snapper, but it was still about 49 centimetres. Put it back, but at that size, it's pretty decent size for the passage, so I don't get too big, but yeah, that was a good size. So, and I did notice the wind just really dropped down and it became really glassy. And it was still early in the morning, so I just decided to just send it out into the middle of the bay. Went about 15-20 k's from Bribie, and there was just tuna schools everywhere. They were mainly just mac tuna. I couldn't really see anything else on the schools. There could have been Spanish or spotties or whatever it is sitting underneath them, but didn't notice anything on the day and didn't catch any. So at the start, I was still I threw that little prawn lure at them. Wasn't the best idea, but I can't really work it fast, so I was just hopping it around near the schools and they smashed it. They weren't really fussy, they were just eating whatever they want. So they took my prawn lure. It was a hard fight because I only had 16-pound leader, so I had to go pretty light on them. So that was good fun. Managed 4 mac tuna, all about 80 centimetres, so they're pretty decent size, and all just on like little 40, 30 gram slugs. And that little prawn lure I talked about just before, I would just go upwind, just about 50 metres in front of where the tuna are holding, because all the tuna's just going to go straight into the wind. So if you just go about 50 metres or so in front of the tuna, that will just increase your chances of catching them, more chances in the school, and you just want to kill that motor, turn it off, just to make sure you don't scare them. Some days they can be really, really fussy, and they can be pretty frightened. So just head out 50 metres in front, kill that motor, and just start slugging away. Oh yeah, this is my fourth one. I've lost a couple to sharks. Yeah, awesome. Alright guys, I'm just out here about 20 k's from Bribie, my 3.5 metre plastic boat. Awesome day, fish snapper, lots of mac tuna, and this big boy, big longy. Haven't measured him yet, but he'll be over 1 metre. Super heavy, about 15 kilograms or so. Yeah, big fish. We just had a livey out on a gang rig, unweighted. Just threw it out at the back of the boat and just let it swim with the current, and this came along and demolished it. Big long-tailed tuna, awesome fight. Tuna circles did hurt a bit, circling around the boat for like 5 minutes. Awesome fish. Alright, so I'm just going to cook the longy now. Just have a little piece here, have heaps of it in the fridge, and just really important to bleed that tuna, of course, just for the taste. You don't want it to be super bloody. And as I experienced on that day, make sure we don't really want to hold it outside the boat, but maybe if you have like a live well or something, just chuck it in there when you're bleeding it, because they bleed like crazy. Whole boat was full of blood. Seems like someone died or something. So make sure to bleed your tuna especially the big long tails or whatever it is. So what we're going to do here is just got a bit of oil, extra virgin oil, salt and pepper, and that's really about it. So just need just a touch bit of oil on the tuna. Get the oil on the whole bit of the piece. After we have the oil on the tuna, just going to get some salt and pepper. Get a good amount of salt on there, and just on both sides as well. So salt, pepper on one side, flip it over, salt and pepper on the other side. So that's literally all you need to do. Just on the pan here, make sure your pan's like a steel or cast iron pan, just so you can, because it really needs to be hot. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's smoking. So you need to get to the point where it's just smoking. And with a Teflon pan, then you can't do that because you don't want all the Teflon to melt off. So just steel or cast iron, best off to go. So now that it's steaming, just gonna chuck this tuna on. You don't really need any oil on the pan, just because there's a lot of oil on the tuna already. We'll just chuck this on. With the tuna, you'll come see in here, see the sides turning white when it's cooking. So this part's pretty thick up here, so you just want it to cook about up close to the halfway. Then when you're ready, you just flip it over. On this side it's already up a little bit, but so we'll just flip it over now. See, it's all brown, crunchy. Just gonna let it cook on this side a little bit more, and we'll chuck it on the plate. I can see there's a little bit of jelly pink in there. Just gonna turn off that pan. We'll take it off. The reason you want there to be a little bit of pink in there, just so you don't overcook it. But I normally like it to where it kind of looks a bit like chicken. So I normally like it without the jelly pink, but most people like it with the jelly pink in there. So we just kept it in there for this video. We'll just cut it open so you can see it properly. But it's a really fast cook, under a minute. And yeah, you can just see in there a little bit of jelly pink on it. But yeah, that's good, ready to go. Have a quick taste tester of it. See this part, it's more like, looks kind of like chicken, to be honest. Good. It's like a really soft, it's not too fishy, it's not really fishy, but it's like a really soft fishy like steak. Just because the way we cook it with the salt and pepper, kind of tastes like a steak. But yeah, it's really good. Definitely recommend it if you get a longie out offshore in the bay, where it is. This recipe, make it taste like a fishy steak, I guess.